Hi, I'm Bunny Tucker,
And I'm Nick Crawford.
and today we're presenting on behalf of our third-year Masters in Architecture studio at Georgia Institute of Technology, and we'll be talking about urban strategies for 21st century housing using Atlanta as a case study. So Atlanta has long been the poster child of sprawl, and as you can see in this image, Atlanta and Barcelona have the same population at 5.4 million people, but in Atlanta, the built-up area is 26 times greater than that of Barcelona. In addition, public transit, the linear footage. Should I just project? The linear foot public transit in the two. In Barcelona, the linear footage. However, the number of stops is more frequent in Barcelona. However, recent studies from George Washington University have shown that Atlanta may have reached peak sprawl. And this is because people are demanding walkable communities in Atlanta, and because children or younger people prefer to drive less than their parents. Also, recent studies have shown that people, younger generations, would prefer to own a smartphone over a computer.
So because of this sprawl, the EMTs in Atlanta are roughly almost double that of the US average. Vehicle miles traveled 34% per day. 6% of some of the average annual income is spent on transit, so vehicle arrangements. So our studio broke up into 5 teams, and we're focused on 4 different sites. We're going to focus in on one of those sites that Bunny and I are before. So what we have here is basically a suburban super block situation trapped in an urban framework. There's limited connectivity, it's overrun with surface parking, it's a great location, but it's a horrible place to be. However, it runs adjacent to the Atlanta development, and that is a new infrastructure of 100-mile blue wrapping around the city.
So New York's Beltline provides us, or New York's High Line provides us a model for the Beltline. It shows us both the possibility of this type of infrastructure in the city and also potential consequences of this. According to the Center for Public Housing Studies, New York's housing stock is not accommodating demographic changes reflected in census data. They say we're still asking the development community to produce the same exact housing type that we asked them to produce after World War II. This is a 2-bedroom apartment for 2 parents and 2 kids. Clearly, young singles and empty nesters moving back into the city require a different type of housing program. And we have the opportunity to envision the Beltline as a site for greater density, desirability, and affordability as Atlanta pursues a sustainability strategy. Furthermore, 40% of Atlantans do not live near walking distance to bus or transit stops. The MARTA line on the left is approximately a half mile from the Superblock site that we studied. But fortunately, Atlanta's C3 transit plan includes light rail along the Beltline site. And we project that in 25 years, there will also be major connections, either light rail or bus lines that provide connectivity between the Beltline, which is currently a major conduit for bicycle traffic, and then the rest of the light rail system in Atlanta.
So we have sort of a perspective view of our super block. And the section cut line, as you can see, disconnects the site from all east-west roadways. Up to 30-foot topography difference in certain situations. So one of our primary goals was to reconnect the fabric back here. Doing this through new streets and public right. So we added in some north-south connections and structure and piece of bus connections. With additional 25-year plan and further subdivision and greater densification.
from the urban strategies to the building scale strategies, we began to study how we could reprogram the multifamily housing to reduce energy demand and to improve health and well-being. Here, our strategy is to eliminate wasted energy in conditioned hallway spaces. In this raised bar building, we're showing that we've reprogrammed vertical circulation cores as communal gathering spaces, which provide garden space, also potential for structural support through the hollowed out spaces and light that gets transmitted to the park below. In addition, rather than allowing business as usual putting shared amenities on the bottom and stacking units up above, we moved shared spaces to the roof, which also functions as a space that connects between the towers of smaller neighborhood units. And we've reinterpreted what the desired shared spaces might be for 21st century urban dwellers. These could include a lawn and pavilion for socializing or events, a sunroom for workspace, and also a greenhouse for growing food. We've also reconceived the way the apartments are configured to provide guest rooms that can be shared between residents to minimize the average square footage of a typical unit.
Another shared facilities. So in this proposal, there's a hotel component attached to residential. And instead of each unit having a gym and a pool, we provide amenities to prioritize shared amenities. Another important feature was prioritize gardens. And so in this concept, what you essentially have is a carriage house component integrated into an apartment program. So it's one unit owned by one person subdivided into two micro units. And those two micro units connect through the shared garden space. So this allows maybe if grandma's or if your son gets out of college and doesn't know what to do, they can stay in the extra unit. If one person wants to control both units, they can do that, or they can rent it out without ever having to see the other actual person.
And finally, at the unit level, we're working to make rooms that double function as multiple spaces. In this 530 square foot apartment, you can see that the kitchen and living below align, with the bedroom and storage space aligned, and that the bathroom spills out into the garden space, creating visual connectivity, which makes the space feel big. And at this point, with 5 weeks left in the studio, we're starting to look at detailing and modeling the project to drive toward net zero. This includes 3 strategies that have to happen in a particular order. The first is the building demand side, which focuses on the windows, the orientation, and the occupancy mix. From that, we move to systems demand, including the HVAC and water heating systems, and from there, we'll move into renewable supplies, solar, wind, and bio that will be incorporated into the site. So this is our vision for the future of Atlanta's Beltline, transforming the suburban super block into a happy place.
Thanks to the Arcola Foundation for making this possible. If you want to see more about our studio, visit our website. It's ZH Studio, that's ZEH Studio.com.